everyone and welcome to the Everton preview. The Magpies travelled down to the Toffees on Wednesday night at Goodison Park. We'll be there, so if you're going along, come and say hello. We'll be doing fan cams after the game and everything. Kind of questioning why we're going down there on a December Wednesday night after that performance against West Ham. But let's not forget how good it was before that. 3 wins on the bounce. Didn't really turn up against West Ham. The quality of in the final third of them spending money and us not spending money showed as to why we got beaten that game, basically. But hopefully we can get back to winning ways, or at least avoid defeat against Everton. I think a point away in the Premier League is always a good result, so I'd take that now if I was offered it. Everton will be wounded, mind. It's actually really good that they got beaten the last minute. If they had got hammered against Liverpool 4-5-0, would have been dangerous. They would have wanted to come back out, flying, make up for it. If they'd have won, they would have been on such a high, they would have been ecstatic. Maybe they might have been too pissed and still on hangover. That could have been good. But losing the last minute, you could see how down the players were. Understandably so. Marco Silva as well. Broken man in the press conference afterwards. So it was good for Newcastle. Hopefully they're still really downbeat about that and, haven't recovered yet. Obviously they'll have only a couple of days training. Just like Newcastle, they've only got a day's advantage as well, mind. But not much difference now. We're getting to the festive period. Games are coming thick and fast. So this is why it's a quick one tonight. Not at the Strawberry or anywhere else. Resorting to this now in December. The games looking like twice a week. Having them in the car, having them in the house. It's not ideal for me either, ladies and gentlemen, right? I'd rather be sitting in the Strawberry with a brown ale. This is the way it is. But we're there on Wednesday night. I am looking forward to the game. I'm looking forward to travelling down there. I have to say I'm not very optimistic. I'm hoping our best for a draw. You never know with Newcastle. You really don't. They did really well against Burnley, but the difference with that is that Burnley are struggling and Everton are flying. Everton are 6th in the league. They've got some outstanding players. That Andre Gomez in the middle of the park looks unreal. He got man of the match yesterday in the Merseyside derby, actually. They've got threat and pace going forward. Sigurdsson, Richarlison, decent at the back, Coleman, Sad McIntyre, Pickford. We'll have more of that little sloppy mistake that he did, that he gifted Origi the goal on the weekend there. And more of his erratic kicking as well, his distribution. He was out of the shot really in that Merseyside derby. He still pulled off some snap saves, but his decision making is very questionable at times. So long may that continue. But the problem is he really going to be troubled much with us? I mean, Perez and Rondon the other day, especially Perez, especially Jose Benitez. Rafa, it's time to drop your long lost son again. He does better when they spoil little shits in a huff and has to come off the bench and try and earn his place like we're seeing against Watford. Bring back Mutu if he's fit enough. He wasn't on the bench against West Ham. Another problem is Matt Ritchie suspended. Ritchie did well against West Ham for me, especially started the game where he had that little chance. He was grasping as he always was. He was trying to make amends. You've heard in the press that he's been getting grief in the change rooms for his miss against Burnley. He wanted to make up for that. Unfortunately, he didn't, and he can't on Wednesday night because he's suspended. I would have liked to have seen the same formation and team play against Burnley come Wednesday night at Goodison Park. Wing backs, Richie and Yedlin. I would have loved to have seen that again. I thought that worked well against Burnley, but it can't happen. Big question mark is now who's going to come in at left wing. Clark, sure, he's going to first and foremost going to come back at left back. No idea why, man. Cahill got brought in from the cold. Clark suits an away day to the likes of Burnley and Everton better. But then again, there's pace from Everton more so than there was from Burnley. But Clark did brilliant against Burnley. Scored the goal. He's captain on the night. Got to bring him back in if obviously Dummett's not fit still. Or Lascelles was back on the bench against West Ham. So does he come back in? But then there's too many players that are the same. Fernandes did have a shocker on the weekend. Be interesting to see what happens with the defence, really. I mean, it'd be nice if you could put... What I would like to see was probably Lascelles, Shaw, Fernandes, and then Yedlin and Richie's the fullbacks. So Yedlin and maybe someone else is the fullbacks, maybe Manquillo, but he's not really Premier League quality, is he? So I was really looking at the Chronicles lineup prediction of the day, and they've got Clark back in there at left back. I don't know if they know something we don't, what being at the training ground the day. But we'll wait and see. And then it goes on to left mid. Richie, missing. Who comes in? Jacob Murphy. He just hasn't looked good enough in the black and white shirt, has he? I was actually excited when we were saying Jacob Murphy, local lad, very good player in the Championship. We've seen his twin Josh. We obviously signed the fucking wrong one. Because Josh has scored some worldies for Cardiff. He got his move in the summer. He's kicked on leaps and bounds. Then again, he is getting game time. He is getting chances. He's starting every week, but Jacob, I've seen him the odd time in the cup and he just looks dog shit. He just doesn't look up to it. Obviously his confidence will be low now, so that's not ideal, but when he's had the chance to impress, he hasn't. Do we give him another one where there's no one else to really come in, apart from obviously John Joe Shelvey, who came on as a sub against West Ham, but again, you've got Shelvey, what are you going to do, play him on the right, maybe if you get the balls out there, and get him to whip them into Rondon. Whoever went two up top with Hosler and Rondon, that could be an idea. Get the balls, just flood the box with crosses and get the big lads in the middle. That's the only options really, in it, Shelvey or Murphy, and again up top is where it lies, because for me, like I said, Perez has got to get dropped. So do we go Hosler up top? Do we go two big men up top? Cause having some problems getting Pickford's face, because he is a bit of a fucking midget dick, isn't he? So try and cause him some problems. You'll be shot shit at the minute. You'll be down. Long may it continue. You know you'll love to win at Newcastle fans like he was last year, giving it all that. Fucking awful prick. Even though he's out in the World Cup now, but still, back at club football, and only still a side-macking bastard. Or do we stick to Perez, which Rafa loves to do, and play him behind Rondon, or Mutu if he comes back in? Let us know what you think the lineup should be, what you think the score will be, and enjoy yourselves. Check out the Magpie Channel merchandise. Hoodies, hats, t-shirts, embroidered and printed available, and the back print on the new t-shirts, all sizes available. The link will be in the description of this video to the Etsy. It's etsy.co.uk/the Magpie Channel. Make sure you check it out, support us. It goes back in the channel, it goes into new equipment, away days, prize giveaways for yourselves if you haven't seen the Magpie 4 videos. Enjoy yourselves.